Well.
Talk Radio.
Well. Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the Endtime Watchman News Network. Thank you for all the guests that have come by to listen to the show today. It's packed out as always. So instead of playing a little intro, I'm going to get straight to it. First of all, I wish to show you and give you an explanation of an article here that I find to be important to me, may not be to you. But let's ask the question, is Bank of America anti-gun? Is Bank of America become anti-gun? Well, if you want to look it up, it is offgridsurvival.com/Bank of America anti-gun / I got to get to this because I got a lot to say today. McMILLAN Group International. Let me say this. I've got a lot of friends up here, and when I say that, 2 or 3 is a lot of friends in terms of who I will be around. But the friends that I do have, they also have friends that own and are very proud of their McMILLAN stocks. Okay, McMILLAN Firearms Group International is based out of Arizona, about 75 employees. And they make weapons. They make firearms. They make stocks for firearms. They make extreme long-range shooting firearms. And guess what? McMILLAN Group is trying to get the word out over a recent dispute with Bank of America. The company is claiming that Bank of America told them that their business would no longer be welcome after finding out they manufacture firearms. And this is not an accusation. I did my research today. I did some phone calls, and I actually listened to Mr. McMillan's own voice today via a contact. I didn't talk to him personally over the phone, but I did listen to the conversation he had, and yes, it is true that Bank of America told him that he would have to find somebody else to finance his business because, well, I'll get to, let me just read the thing. The McMILLAN Group, who's had an account with Bank of America for over 12 years, claims that the decision was political. They say that the 12 years they've never had a late payment, bounced a check, done anything that violates the terms of their accounts. Let's move on and let me give you the conversation. Today, Mr. Ray Fox, Senior Vice President, Marketing Manager, Business Banking, Global Commercial Banking, came to my office, scheduled a meeting as an account analyst meeting in order to evaluate the 2 lines of credit we have with them. See, McMILLAN Group had 2 lines of credit with Bank of America. Said he spent 5 minutes talking about how McMILLAN has changed in the last 5 years and have become more of a firearms manufacturer than a supplier of accessories. Now, I will say this. I believe they started out making match-grade stocks, okay? And like I said, I got a friend up the road that's got a McMILLAN stock. I know somebody that's an excellent long-range shooter that has McMILLAN stocks, okay? So the thing of it, what you must need to understand is it don't matter what they make. How can a bank become so Nazi, communist, socialist, fascist that they can walk into an office, and let me finish reading here. It says that at this point, I interrupted him and asked, can I possibly save you some time so that you don't waste your breath? Talking to the Vice President and Marketing Manager of Bank of America. What you're going to tell me is that because we are in the firearms manufacturing business, you no longer want my business, is what McMILLAN told him, and the Bank of America guy says that is correct. That is correct. So McMILLAN replies, that's okay. We will move our accounts as soon as possible. We can find Second Amendment friendly bank that will be glad to have our business. And McMILLAN goes on and tells the communist thug of Bank of America, he tells him that you won't mind if we tell NRA, SCI, and everyone that we know about the Bank of America is not firearms industry friendly anymore. So, that being said, be forewarned that now even banks are anti-gun. Not all, but that's where we're headed, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed down the road of total tyranny and evil. It's already flourishing as it is, and I've said this before over and over again. Does this interview that he had, does it bother me that Bank of America is anti-gun? It doesn't bother me, but I believe the word needs to get out to those that use Bank of America that they can have the ability to make their choice as to whether they'd rather keep their worthless Federal Reserve notes there or they'd rather move them. Don't you see? Don't you understand what I'm saying? I think that it ought to be brought to the truth should be brought to the forefront. And then the people can make their decision. That's all I'm trying to do here today, is give the truth of the news and let the people make their own decision. If they want to stay with Bank of America, it'd be just because they're communist, fascist, socialists that hate freedom, then that's fine. Stay with them, but that labels them as who they are. They're in bed with the harlot. I got to move. I got to move on. But before I do, to me it's akin or the second cousin of those that support TSA pat-downs of 4-year-old kids, you see. You see, what we have to understand and what we got to realize is that if we don't stand up, nobody will. If we do not stand up, nobody is going to stand up. See, not all are supposed to be on the forefront. Some of them are supposed to be on the back burner. But guess what? Whether you got the front burner or the back burner, the stove in and of itself is able to cook on all four eyes. And America's not cooking on all four eyes, if I may say it that way. It's almost just like a little heat pot that's a one eye, and everybody else thinks that they can feed out of that pot. That ain't the way it goes. I got to move before I get aggravated with this article. Let me move on today. And let me tell you something. What about this? What about it? What about it? What about it? What about it? If you're interested in this, and of course we've had drones for a long time, but if you would be interested in this, I wish to give it to you. Some people call them drones, some people call them unmanned aircraft. Of course, they revolutionized the war in Iraq and Afghanistan and were propped up and promoted as being one of the best things that's been invented lately. But now we're learning that there's even maps of where the drones are being flown over America and the stations are. We're learning a lot here today. I want to talk to you about 4 types of drones that are being flown by not only DHS, but by universities in America. They're being flown by police departments. And what are these drones capable of? Well, let me tell you what they're capable of. Let me just introduce you to what they're capable of. They're capable of toting cameras that can see through the walls in your house while you and your wife are making love. They can see in your house and see what you have, the amount of weapons you have. Or they can have shotguns on them or AR-15 modified rifles or, whatever they want. Now, drone number one. The T-Hawk. Honeywell. The micro-air vehicle can be deployed vertically in less than 10 minutes, carry up to 20 pounds of equipment, capture 24 minutes of high-quality video, or it can be used with a submachine gun or the device to see in your home. And it's used by the Miami-Dade County Police Department and many other places for that matter. Now, let me give you the specifications because it's open to the public. And if y'all can hear me say amen, somebody got to let me know I'm still on the air here or something, because I hope ain't nobody chatting, so I'm wondering if people are listening or is anybody here. So if you are here, tell me, because I want to make sure I'm feeding here. I don't want to make sure I'm talking to the wind. I don't want to waste my time here. But the endurance of the T-Hawk What about it? The endurance of it, 50 minutes, according to the specifications. Maximum altitude, 10,000 feet. But my discovery and research today is that FAA told them that they couldn't fly over 400 feet, unless it was military, okay? So 400 feet, let's see, a football field is 100 yards, 100 times 3 is 300 feet, add that to it, 130, 140 feet above ground. But anyway, maximum speed 46 miles per hour, propulsion gasoline piston is the engine. About 2 feet tall, weighs about 17.5 pounds. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. We got another one called the Wasp. Put out by AeroVironment. Hand-launched micro-drone, remotely operated or fly program flight plan, 2 high-resolution cameras, infrared imager, used by Texas Department of Public Safety and other people, for that matter. Its endurance is 45 minutes. Maximum altitude 1,000 feet. Maximum speed 40.3 miles an hour. Propulsion propeller powered with a small electrical motor. Bear with me and let me get to my points here. The Wasp is more than 1 foot long, has a wingspan of 2.3 feet, weighs less than 1 pound. Let's go to the next one. Dragonflyer X6. Dragonfly Innovations. The remotely operated miniature helicopter is designed to carry wireless video, still cameras, light thermal imaging, used by Mesa County, Colorado Sheriff's Office, and other people for that matter. Let's go with the specifications. 20 minutes, 8,000 feet high. Maximum speed 30 miles per hour. 6 propellers, powered by 14.8V electrical motors. 3 feet wide and almost that long. Weighs 53 ounces. So therefore, let it be known to you today, if you didn't know this, that guess what? They are no longer exclusively part of the military, but they are part of the police and sheriff's departments to watch over and to keep you safe inside your home and outside your home. Now, the question I ask to you today is this. Are you okay with it? Are you okay with them? If you're not okay with them, then you can look up and you can find out if there's a drone station near you. All you simply have to do, and I'll pull it up for you. Okie dokie. Look up. All you have to do is go to rents.com and look up on the right side about drones, and it'll give you the maps, the Google Maps, of all the locations of the drones, and see if one's right there in your area and maybe buzzing around you. You gotta wonder. You gotta wonder. You gotta wonder what they're looking for, don't you? You gotta wonder what they're after. You have to wonder. And matter of fact, I'll go ahead and give you, I'll be kind today. I'll be kind today. I'll go ahead and give you the map site. It is fellowshipofminds.wordpress.com, active drone sites in USA. And there are 63 active drone sites in the USA. Unmanned planes, smaller ones, that were originally designed to kill terrorist suspects, as I said, but they're being launched from locations in 20 different states. 63 drone sites in 20 different states. Wonder what they're after. And by the way, on this website I just gave you, you can